Hey, what's up? What's up? So I'm gonna just do this a little bit regular. So if I can get a couple people in here, I'm gonna do a couple shares. Please bear with me. Just came back real quick because I had a little malfunction with this laptop. Excuse me, with this laptop, and I'm doing my best to just cope with that. Also, to give you an informative bill. So shout out to everybody that's coming in. Shoot, man, damn. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, man. To be honest, you can't give up on certain things, especially when you determined to make it happen. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get some people back in here. I know they kind of frustrated with my ass. They're saying, "Come on, Lamel, are you live or what?" I just keep on turning. I just keep on tuning back into you. So let me see if I can do some shares and some invites a little bit. Damn kids, man, they freaking man, they wore out my batteries. How the hell they wear out 3 of your batteries? That just blows my mind. I got 3 batteries hooked up. I got 3 batteries. Shout out to everybody. Look, I got 3 batteries for my cell phone, right? And I keep them plugged up. I got another separate cell phone that's plugged up. For some freaking reason, these kids, I took a little nap, and these damn kids had my phone, partying with my devices, and they ain't even charge up my freaking cell phone back. Tell me you wouldn't feel like whipping their asses after that. Like, god damn. I let y'all do what to do, and then y'all just y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Hopefully I can get some people back in here. I saw people going crazy for the last live feed. People was coming in. I didn't even do no invites. Now I gotta do this invite stuff all over again. What's up, Miss Conifear? They following your example. Gotta remember the chart. Yo, that stuff got me frustrated, Miss Conifear. I got one phone. I got 3 batteries. How I only got one phone on 10%? Yo, see up! Oh, freaking snap. And then my damn system, I don't even know. I already know, you know when you let the kids use the damn computer, they download fucking everything. I know their little asses downloaded a virus on this damn computer. I know they did, but you been, yo, I know they downloaded a freaking little virus on this computer, man. There's nothing else I can say. You little crazy asses, man. And I want to have a good ass build today. You said for this build earlier, look, man. Today is really a problem day. Like every day I've been giving y'all something special. Hopefully y'all been paying attention. It's been a lot of people that have been really paying attention. But hopefully the people that really, really need this be paying attention. All right. Today is the Cyclops. So you say, why is this significant? Anything. Trust me, man. Everything I tell you has a significant something with it. It really has a significance. The Cyclops was really how they took time from us. How they took time because you was only given 120. Remember that. In Genesis chapter 6, you was only given 120. So the 120 represented the one eye of clairvoyance, the one eye that can see and peer into the future and the past, but it can't see clearly. It literally can't see clearly. It's what you think it sees. That's why it always sees things in premonitions and deja vus and stuff like that because you only got 1/3 of the complete 361. So you got 120, literally 120.1. That's what you really got. all right, which is significant with the Cyclops, all right, and this is also significant why it's in a certain position in your body. You know, every position of this codex in your body represents something, man. Everything. That's all I can tell you with the greatest passion. With the greatest passion, everything represents something. Please do not sleep on the fact that everything represents something. All right. Um, but when you get to Cyclops, see what I'm bringing y'all to, you would see far as the first square, right? The first square, it looks like this. It looks like this. So that right there should really just like hold up, hold up. And then when you look at it, far as the emojis is concerned, or how the the far as the codex is set up, you look at it, you see the square. We've been peering through that square, which literally is the Cyclops, is the one eye. It literally opened up time itself. It opened up time and space. All right. So yeah, it's like so much going on. Anytime, this one thing y'all got to look at in the codex. Anytime you see those symbols and they got a dot in them, they represent a network. All right. Anything with a dot in it, any number that is associated with the codex that has a dot in it, it represents literally a network. Okay. So shout out to you. Please let me know if y'all in here. Like I said, I've been having technical difficulties a little bit. You know, it's just life. That's life in general. You know, just having problems, being able to juggle them and deal with them. All right. So I just put something in the comment section so I make sure people will hear with me. All right. Thank you, Miss Conderfear. Thank you. That's like I just wanted to know. I got to do some shares and some invites, and I haven't did that. So I'm gonna really do that in the midst of the build, in the midst of the build. And I don't really have anything to articulate what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna just say what I gotta say, and hopefully y'all can get this stuff. All right. So now, like I said, when you look at the codex, you gotta look at every number. I just want y'all to know it's a hieroglyphic. It's a sacred writing. All right. People would consider hieroglyphics to be something that you have to go to Egypt for, and that's not the case. You know, hieroglyphics um are sacred writings, and you need a literal hierophant or someone that is able to write the herald font, someone who is able to write the sacred font or the sacred writing. All right. You need someone that is has the ability to do those things. All right. So yes, I've been given that blessing. We all got different talents that we all been blessed with in the kingdom of the Most High God. Just want to let y'all know, nobody's talents fall short than any other person. All right. Now, part of my ability, one of my ability is the gift of writing and inscribing. Okay, and being able to decipher certain things that is written and inscribed in the codex. All right, this is part of what I've been blessed with. All right, I'm trying to do these invites while I'm talking to y'all. All right. So anyhow, when you look at the codex, I need y'all to just stare at the images. I need y'all to stare at the images, man, and tell me what y'all get from them. Okay, I need y'all to do that because that's the only way I got something from them. I didn't get nothing from, like, it just didn't go. I didn't look at the images of the codex and just say, "Oh man, I just know this stuff." I just stared at it really in a lot of ways and just said, "Man, how does it resonate with me in a certain type of way?" Now, some symbols, some ancient symbols, like I told y'all, from the 1 through 14, those were the ancient symbols that the elders gave me. They gave me all those symbols. I ran across those symbols, and when they gave me those symbols, the elders would tell me, how do they make you feel? You know, And that's how I was able to decipher far as um those symbols, because how they made me feel actually connected with the way they made the elders feel. We felt the same way about it. All right. In general, I went through certain tests, trials, and tribulations that connected with the symbols itself. So of course I felt the same way the elders did, because they took me through many tests. All right. So wow, I got some people coming in. I'm still doing a little bit of invites, and I'm gonna go on the build. All right. Shout out to Miss Shanita. I see you in here. Shout out to the Dragon Squad. Shout out to the Purple Heart Squad in the building. All right. So now we're going to get to this Cyclops situation. All right. We're going to get to that, which is actually the number 23. You said the human body, 1 through 14, right side. Yeah. That's the right side. You right, Miss Conafir. That was the human body. That was the human genome. All right. The 1 through 14 was the human body, because after the 15, that's when you get the black-handed MeWe, which is robotics. That's when we got introduced into robotics. Whether it was an ancient necklace, that was a form of robotics. All right. And then other things that upgraded our technology. All right, it was a form of robotics, and that was the black-handed MeWe that was put in the bosom that Moses brought out, or the leper's hand. You know what I mean? It's called many things. I call it either the black-handed MeWe or the leper's hand. I really call it. It's really connected with the robotic hand. All right, it deals with cybernetics. All right, that's the leper's hand or the infected hand. I think that's all the invites I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do no more invites. So that way I can just cut to the chase with the build and go hard on here. Because it doesn't matter who's in here. If it's just one person, I'm cool. As long as I'm able to just just say what I gotta say. Where two or more gathered, there would I be. All right. So I'm done. I'm done. Invites. I'm done. All right. So yeah. Now let me talk about this. From the 1 through 14, they represent natural symbols. They were all natural symbols, okay, up into the MeWe, which was a natural symbol. That was the 1 through 14. After 15, it just started getting haywire, because the 15 was the only neutral number out of all of them. That's why I told you, I said, in reference to the 15 being the black-handed MeWe, or the robotic MeWe in a sense, because it's neutral. It doesn't, like, you can, the computer, it doesn't care if the evil use it, it don't care if the good people use it. It's just being used. It's just a tool. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing for what y'all consider to be a devil or whatever like that. The devil tempts you in a certain type of way, but the devil doesn't have no blame at the end of the day. You get all the blame because you the one that chose whatever you chose. All right. So that was the same thing with the black-handed MeWe, or the number 15, or the leper's hand, or what we call the hand of robotics. All right. This went on to the 16, which is the scientist. Now we on 16 again. For all y'all, we was in a circle of 16 when I built with y'all on the science. And a lot of times I'm connecting with y'all on those levels with the circle, because a lot of people are in tune with the Gregorian calendar more than they are in tune with the Messiah Codex calendar. And I don't have no problem with that, because y'all just being introduced to this. So that's cool. But what happened is this, we already went over 16, which was the scientist. Okay. Um, so now we're on we're on the 23rd circle. The 23rd circle, which so happens to be the 23rd circle so happens to be the Cyclops. All right. And then you have the 16th knows, what you know, for as the scientist. And then we have the ninth square. All right. So, I need y'all to peep game on this stuff, especially for the people that want to learn this stuff. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is actually for learning. Even though I do my best to entertain people in so many sort of ways, because I would love to be entertained. But this is actually a school of thought. All right. So you get what you get out. You get what you put in. All right. Yo, my man, come here. Yo, y'all wore out all the batteries on my phone. Really? I got 3 freaking batteries here. All my batteries in my phone wore out. What is that telling you? Go get me a charger for this phone so I can plug this up while I'm sitting here live. No, go get it. Go get the charger for my phone so I can plug it up while I'm sitting here live, please. Go find one. All right? Go find one. I don't know where them squares at. Go find one. My phone was hooked to a charger. Bye. See you later. Seriously. Go find a charger for my phone. Shout out to all the parents, man. Yo, that pissed me off. Like, come on, man. I got 3 freaking batteries and another phone. Y'all unplug my phone and do what y'all want to do and wore out my phone battery. This phone is only on 5%. That's freaking ridiculous. I took a little nap. I wake up, they jolly happy on my phone. Where my battery at? Shout out to the parents. For real, man. They crazy, man. These kids is crazy nowadays. All right. Where was I at with the bill? Thank you, my son. I love you long time. Here, plug that up and plug this up too. I'm not doing it. You do it. Go plug my phone. Plug my freaking phone up, son. Go figure it out. Dad, you told me to bring the phone up here. Son, if you don't charge up my phone, we really gonna have problems on this live feed. All right. Yo, that's how my son get me. Don't they be getting your ass? You sleep. You take a little nap. That little ass is on your phone. You wake up. Lord knows you better not have no dirty ass stuff in your phone. I don't got nothing dirty in my phone. I know damn well my kids picking up my phone. I don't got nothing dirty on my phone. For real. It's like, I'm just telling you, real life. Y'all act like I'm not a real dude. Like, I give y'all knowledge and I share what I can with y'all, but golly, I do go through some real situations in life. Just like y'all. That's called being a son of man, to be honest. All right. So, yeah. Listen, I want y'all to listen to this. This shit is important, man. I know a lot of people think they fly and they got some knowledge and shit. Y'all, a lot of y'all are learned. You know, don't. I never said none of y'all learned in no sort of way. Hello, my friend. I'm live right now. But yeah, you know, all of y'all are learned. I don't think none of y'all ain't learned. But y'all coming to the Codex. This is a whole nother story. It's a whole nother different thing. They say, Lamel, we don't know this because you made this shit up. It's not necessarily I made this shit up. All this is a combination of the masters. There is a combination of what the masters have given us. It's no way that I came on here disrespecting any master. All right. I'm a master myself, but I never disrespected any master. All right. That's one thing I learned. Like this is the foolishness sometimes people come in spirituality. My master told me, he asked me a question. He said, he said, what's the best martial arts? He asked me. He said, yo, what's the best martial arts? All right. And I said, man, Siamese is the best martial arts. What are you talking about? And I told him, I said, man, Siamese is the best martial arts. He said, no, Siamese is not the best martial arts. He said, the best martial art is not really the martial arts. It's the man behind the martial arts. And that'll fuck your world up. It's not really the what martial arts is the best. It's the man or the woman behind the martial arts that makes it the best. So that's just something. My teacher said masters are waiting for something new. Yeah, you're right. They getting it right here with the Codex. Everything. They proud of me, man. I know that. I know the masters are proud of me for what I'm doing on here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yo, I know the masters are proud of me. I made the masters proud before. I know the feeling of that. When you take their teachings and you innovate the craft in a lot of ways. Look at this, man. What my master would say, it is the man behind the martial arts. It's not the martial arts itself that makes it the best. And I took that with me for a long time to know that, man, what religion is the best? It's no religion that's the best. It's the man or woman behind it that make it the best. All right. So I want y'all to apply that in reference to the Messiah Codex. Like I said, all of y'all are learned in some sort of way. Most of y'all been through certain situations and certain degrees and certain whatever to prepare y'all for this. All right. So, however you was open back then to get that information, I really want you to be open now. All right, to get some new information. All right. So now, like I said, when you look at the square, you got to look at life through the square. I gave y'all this stuff. Sometimes people don't be paying attention to these things, but I'm going to run it back a little bit. Listen, when I gave y'all the square, the first square that I gave y'all to deal with was Jupiter. I said, man, you had to balance Jupiter with the number 34, which is basically, I was talking about the magic square and how everything isn't the way you think it is. It moves like weird. It moves weird. It doesn't move in order. It's like something I wanted to tell y'all. As far as the Jupiter, when people was looking at Jupiter and in reference to the build on that. Okay, so now what you'll see is Jupiter. This is what I'm saying. Pay attention to lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like I know sometimes people be like in here, it's whatever, man. Please pay attention to the freaking lessons, man. You know, because like I said, me expending myself on this level, I'm trying to do whatever I can do and share some real good information. Good information. So I would just, I'm begging y'all to pay attention to it. I know y'all want to do your own thing and want to be fly in some sort of way, but this is the Codex. That's all I gotta say. All right. Now let me finish. When you go to the 16, today is the 16 nodes. Today's the 16 nodes, all right, which is the scientist, going back to the scientist. It's an analytical thinker. Scientist is an analytical thinker in a certain sort of way. The number 16, all right. Um, then you go, which is actually a negative number, and that negative represents the knife that the my fault. It's the surgeon, not the scientist. 16 is the surgeon, but that's the knife that the surgeon uses to cut. That's why it's a negative number. It's the same thing as number one being a negative because it's the negative represents the knife that's used to cut for surgery. All right. Um, but in reference to the Cyclops, this being the Cyclops, it's the same thing for the square because we looking through the Cyclops. Like the way I'm opening up time for y'all, I'm talking about the future. I'm talking about the past. I'm talking about so many things in clarity. I'm just bringing these things up. We're scoping through the eyes of the Cyclops. Now, if you ever look at like an Avengers movie or something like that, you say, man, they led by Nick Fury, and Nick Fury has the one eye. He's looking through the eye of the Cyclops. So you say, man, well, with all that technology, they got, well, why didn't Nick Fury just get a replacement eye in reference to that? Because you already know in these movies they always put in little things so people can kind of get it. All right, now the whole Avenger squad is led by somebody literally with one eye, somebody that's with one eye. And that's the same thing throughout the ages. Y'all have always been led by somebody with one eye. All right, whether it was the eye of Horus or the eye, whatever, the eye of Ra or the all-seeing eye, y'all always have been led by one eye. You haven't been given two eyes. You think you got two eyes, but you haven't been given one more than one eye. All right, because it's the eye of clairvoyance, and this is what God said in Genesis chapter 6 when He gave in reference to the 120. What's up, Miss Michelle? Peace. When he gave reference to the 120, only giving y'all 120, it wasn't talking about 120 years. It was talking about 120 as in the 120 vision that you will have of clarity instead of 2020 vision. All right? That's what I want to let y'all know. So, yeah, we peering through the eyes of the Cyclops. So the Cyclops is a way to see into time itself. The Cyclops can see into time, can see into the past and the future and the present. But the thing about the Cyclops that you gotta look at in reference to the Cyclops, why is it on the wrist? Because I took y'all from yesterday, I took y'all from the praying mantis, which was the mantra. That should have fucked your head up. That should have fucked your head up. When you look at thank you, Miss Michelle. When I said, man, God gave you a 22. People said, what? A 22? What's up, Sherelle? I got my queens in the building. Come in here. Look at this. I said God gave you a 22, right? That was the praying mantis. That was the praying mantis because or the praying mantra. That's what it's called praying mantis or really praying mantra. That's what 22 is. And remember 22 square is 484. So it's repetitive. So mantra means something that's repetitive. It's the same thing for the two bones that your forearm are because you only got two bones right here, two bones and two bones. So that was you putting up the 22. That was you putting up your 22 for us in reference to the number 22 guarding the forearm. Now you say, well, why the fuck does the Cyclops guard the wrist? Oh my God, this should fuck head up. The elders are so beautiful. When they gave me this stuff, I didn't know what I was getting into when they gave it to me. But I had to unfold it and unravel it as time progressed. Look, listen. The reason why the Cyclops guards this part or the wrist, because that's where they crucified Christ at. Would you or you'll say that shit doesn't exist? Of course it doesn't exist. It's a time book. It's just a reference story to what's going on now. Look, listen. They crucified him in the wrist, not because the fact that you would say, well, yeah, he tried to, they kill him and people say he was you know, the nails went through his palms. Now and then other people say the nails went through his wrist. The nails actually went through his wrist. All right. The reason why they went through his wrist, because the wrist represented time. That's why the devil damaged that part of your body. That's why the devil damaged that part of Christ's body. It was this, y'all gotta look at all the parts that the devil tried to damage in reference to um on the road to the man. I mean on the road to Golgotha as far as being crucified and what the devil damaged, right? The devil damaged this part, which was the wrist. Now the wrist represent them what's the name? The wrist represents the as far as the Cyclops. Now, if you look at in the Codex, let me see if I can pull out a picture. Just look at the picture in the Codex. What does the number 23 look like? It looked like a square and it looked like a dot in the middle. All right, it looked like a square and a dot in the middle. That's what the number 23 looks like. All right, I don't got it right here. All right, it's called the Cyclops. All right, it's called the Cyclops. It's literally a whole nother network. That was the network. That was the network that help us see into time itself. 529 square, you already know. 529. That's like this. That's doing this. When you do this, that's 529 because you got, look, you got 5, you got 2, and then you got the V, which is 5, and then 4, 9. This is the same thing almost doing that. All right. But yeah, that right there, the Cyclops, they hit you in the wrist because so you won't fucking know what time it is. They knock your eyes out. When they talk about they beating up Christ, people didn't get that. It was so symbolic. It wasn't the fact that they was beating that man up. They was really beating him up through the ages. It was beating up the Christ gene or the prototype of Christ, or how, or not even Christ, of the Messiah. They was just beating him up so many ways. And one of the ways that they beat him up was gouging out his eyes in some sort of way. So he won't be able to see into reality or see time itself. And you say, oh man, they punched him in his eyes. No, the way they gouged out his eyes was when they actually hit him in the wrist with the nails. All right, when they crucified him and hit him through the wrist with the nails, because they hit you through the wrist. They nailed you right on the wristwatch. They literally nailed you right on the wristwatch, because you go to a wristwatch and you go look for a time. This is what we used to do. Now we got cell phones. We can just go like this. But you already know, um, that's an infected hand. That's the leper's hand that Moses pulled out of his bosom. The leper's hand. All right. Listen. Shout out to Mr. Cole. I see you in here. Peace. But the reason why they aim to crucify Christ or hit him right there in the wrist, because they already know that this represents time itself. All right. This represents time itself. When they hit him in his wrist, he'll never know what time it is. He'll never know what, you'll never know what time it is. That's why I gave y'all, like I gave y'all the codex in the calendar, form of a calendar. It's not just the fact that I'm telling y'all every day some stuff. I gave y'all the codex in the form of a calendar so you'll know what fucking time it is. All right. Remember the elders kept the watches and turned the inner wrist. Look, listen. I'm trying to tell you. Now you see, it's like every day I'm giving y'all something, but with this is important. This is important for why they hit that man in the wrist. So you'll never know what time it is. You'll never know the time when you're supposed to be born. Like, trust me, man. Herod figured out some shit. Or what you call heresy, the heresy figured out some shit. They was like, man, look, okay, man, they got eastern stars. They're gonna try to find the star in the east. So we're gonna take the stars out of the sky and say they didn't take the stars out of the sky. Half of people can't even find their zodiac in the sky. They took the fucking stars out of the sky. I tell half of the people here, go look for your zodiac right now. Go find your zodiac. Go look outside for your zodiac. Tell me what your zodiac sign, what zodiac sign you was born under. Go outside in the sky and go find it. Half of us can't even find who we are in the sky. So you can't tell me that they didn't take the fucking stars away, because we used to know these things by birth. From birth, we knew where the fuck we were in the sky and how we assimilated according to the canopy of the sky. All right, we already knew that, so don't give me that. All right, like I said, they took the stars away from us, man. Now, since they took the stars in the east away from us, literally, and we can't even find a way, they took time away from us too. They did all that shit so we wouldn't know um who or when or how to bring in the Christ conscious, man. Trust me, man. Like, all of y'all always existed. I don't know which way else I can explain it. Like, all of y'all always existed. Yo, Domingo! Yeah, all of y'all always existed. All of y'all always existed in some sort of way. You know what I mean? And we just catching up to the fact of who and what we are. All right. But the Cyclops is just not, it's clairvoyance, but it's not clairvoyance the way you think it is. All right. It's clairvoyance in a sense of when you see it and peer it into the past, present, and the future, it's just fuzzy. It's just so freaking fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? You said the BC, the risk, AD, the calendar charge. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Miss. I have to look into your comment a little bit more. All right, but I gave in reference to the AD represents the animated and the dormanted, or the anno domini, and then you got the BC, which represents, I don't really know because we don't deal with that. We don't deal with that. I'm gonna go downstairs so I can just see what's going on in the house and continue this build. It's a shame, yo, man. Um, Yo, wore out my phone energy. I'm very mad at you. Yo, my man, you got my phone? Here, here. Switch the battery up. Thank you. All right, let me see if I can get in here a little bit. Still keep this going. All right. Shh, all ears. Thank you, Miss Conafear. I appreciate you. Look, my man, here go my charger right here. Hey, where's the wire at that goes to this? All right, here, hook that up, please, sir. Here. This is my original joint to my phone. Here, whatever wire that you got going on that's hooked up to your PlayStation, take that and hook it up to my phone, please. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Sorry, y'all. Pardon me, man. You know, I'm doing my best to do this. I know people like, man. Look, man, we got families, man. We got families, and we doing our best to make this happen. Meanwhile, all right. Trust me, it doesn't matter what time or age that you go in, past, present, and future. You always will be given a family. All right, that you gotta handle in some sort of way. All right. So yeah, let me talk about this Cyclops and let me finish it up a little bit. All right. So the Cyclops being the number 23, it represents the world too. Because if you look at the world is on its axis on 23. It tips on the 23. You know what I'm saying? The 23 is different. It represents something. It just doesn't represent the fact that it's a prime number. It's the first two prime numbers, which is 2 and 3, and it equals 5, which is the next prime number. The solar prime, far as the solar primes, you say, man, the first two solar prime numbers so happen to be 2 and 3. And then the next solar prime would be 5. You say, well, damn, 2 and 3 equal 5. Well, why is the Earth on a 23.5 degree axis? Get out of the kitchen while I'm on my live. Get out. Go somewhere. Please go. No, you good. Please get out. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Because I can hear y'all in the background. It's driving me nuts. All right. So yeah, so you got the 23. The 23 is it's like, man, damn, that's a super number. It's like a real crazy super number, man. 2 plus 3 equals 5. They solar prime numbers, and then they equal 5, which is the next solar prime number. All right, and then you see that the Earth is on a 23.5 degree axis, and that varies because it's mostly on 23.5, but it can vary throughout um the course of the year. But on the average, it's 23.5 degrees. So that's all in connection to this because that's the binary code equaling 10 ones and zeros. That's still all in connected. But when you look at the earth is not looking at you. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all so y'all can kind of get this. All right. You know, when you coming into a situation, you coming into the situation straight up. But in actuality, you got to kind of cock your eye, cock your head. You know, the idea of cocking your head is saying, huh? Like, I'm thinking about this. Like, just the motion of it. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all some hidden stuff, hidden secrets, or hidden signs of the masters that they always had. And one of them was the cock head or the cock eye. the cockeye or the cock-a-doodle-doo or whatever, something that wakes you up, something that in reference to a wake-up call. All right, and that was the same thing for the one eye being open, not the fact that you whatever, but it was the one eye open because that's the one eye that's awake. Because you got one eye, you literally sleep with one eye open. That's how we sleep right now. We sleeping with one eye open. All right, and we got that one eye like this. All right, because we moving through life like this in a sense. Like people think like this conscious state that you in. What if I told you this will fuck your head up? Right? What if I told you that this is really the dream and when you go to sleep that's the real world? That'll kind of mess your head up. That'll kind of really mess your head up in a certain sort of way, and you'd be like, "Whoa!" But ain't it hard to move through that world? Isn't it so hard to control that world in reference to the dream world? Is it not? I'm telling you. Look at this. I'm telling you this in reference to that dream world situation. You can control your dream world, but you got to program your dream world in this world. It's the same thing. I don't know why they retracted your message in this kind of fear. I gotta give you the keys. Let me give you some keys. I don't know why they retracted your message. I hate when they do that. It shouldn't retract your message now. All right. Yeah, I did. All right. I gave you some keys, Miss Fear. You deserve them. Um, yeah, so the Cyclops, man. Thank you. You deserve it, man. A lot of other people that support me deserve keys too, man. Y'all, in my father's house are many mansions, man. This one, I want to let y'all know we building something great. We building something great, and we got permission to do these stuff, man. We got we got permission to do this stuff. We've been ordained by the masters. All right, but yeah, that Cyclops is important. 529, yo, that man, I remember that day, man. That's of just using the power of the Cyclops and what it's for. I remember something spectacular. It's 1113 right now. Shout out to everybody. But it's a power in that Cyclops. Look, listen to what I just said. That was so important. That this is really the dream world, and your dream world is really the real world. Okay? You program your dream world through this world. You get that? So your spiritual world is the same thing. You programming it through your dream world and through this world. You're programming your spiritual world also. All right. Hopefully y'all can get that one, and that'll really take you deep. That'll really take you somewhere really deep. You know, for real. That took me somewhere deep, and knowing that. People ask me, they say, Lamel, do you know how to astroplane? I know you talk a lot of fly shit, but do you know how to astroplane? Yeah, I know how to astroplane. If you want me to be real, I can tell you it's over 20 people that came to me that's part of this Messiah Code movement. It said, Lamel, you was in my dream. I say, I know I was in your dream. There's been over 20 people that came to me within the last month and a half, rather. Over 20 people that said, Lamel, you was in my dream. All right. And I said, yo, I know I was in your dream. And people ask me, well, Lamel, you so powerful, you study so much, do you know how to astroplane? And then I'll tell you again, yes, I do know how to astroplane. It's just not how you think it is. See, it's rules of engagement when it comes to this world, and when it comes to reality and existence within itself. You know, it's rules of engagement. This right here is a way to program anything that y'all trying to do. in that realm. Yo, can y'all cut that down, please? This is a way to tap into that. All right. This is a way to program it. As far as this physical reality, this is a way to do it. Okay. Um, but you have to just scramble everything together. Is it easy to scramble this stuff? Yeah, this stuff isn't easy. I'm gonna go in the matrix. All in the matrix. See if I can really go in the matrix with y'all. Okay. Just build. So staring through the eyes of the Cyclops, let me tell y'all something. It's a trick in the Cyclops. It's a real trick in the Cyclops. We've been all staring through the Cyclops this whole time. This whole time we've been staring through the eyes of the Cyclops. Every square is like staring through the eye of the Cyclops. All right? Every square. Here, son. Here, put on these headphones. Please. Every square. Yeah, every square is associated literally with the Cyclops. That's why is um each square is the first thing that we have. Everything we start from the square, we build from the square, we start from the square. So every square is a part of this situation. Every square is a part of this situation. You know, we start from the square. Okay, so you see each square as in being a month or a way to unlock. Didn't I tell you put on the headphones, son? Please, thank you. All right, but I'm still live, please. And it's getting late. Y'all supposed to be really out by now, or close to being out. You said this square phone. That's why they put phones on the wrist. You right. You right, Miss Conifear. You look at the phone. In a sense, the phone is a square. This phone is a square. Shout out to my son Sia. He actually was the one that did the thumbnail today. He actually did a real good job. I like what he did. Yo, look at the thumbnail on the joint. Look at the thumbnail on the joint. It got a wristwatch where the square is. It got a nose where the triangle is, and it got an eyeball where the circle is. So I just want y'all just gotta look at this stuff like, oh, what the hell? What the hell's going on with this? What they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yo, my man. Well, cut it off right now. Cut it off until you unplug and plug that. But yeah, that's how you gotta see it. Like, oh man, really? Oh man. So you say this represents the wristwatch. Yeah, one eye. The square is the wristwatch. The triangle is what you knows. What you knows. That's your premonition. Because just the 16, the number 16, even or because we on the 16th triangle today, right? No matter what you go through in the triangle, this is what I want to let y'all know. The triangle represents your premonitions in a certain sort of way. Like the way you can your psychometry of the matter. All right? Because your nose, what you knows is a way to tap into it just was a way to tap into your psychometry. You say if you don't know what psychometry is basically to touch an object and be able to assimilate the feelings or things that happen to a person that encountered that object also. So that's a form of psychometry. All right. So your nose, it actually does that. All right. Your nose actually does that. For us, it's a form of psychometry. It taps into a world that your eyes can't see, all right, or that your ears can't see, but your nose basically intunes you into a reality like that, all right. So yeah, so that's why the 16 represents, or today the 16 triangle, or the nose represents that, all right, your premonition. So then you get into the next eye. It's just the way you see the world, the way you see the world, or the way the world sees things. All right. So that's why it's the circle that comes after the triangle. It's the circle. All right. Now this is sacred geometry. I don't know if y'all done read these books by Givaldo Melchizedek and these weirdo dudes and this other people that's associated with sacred geometry. And I think some of that stuff is fly, just the way it sounds and the way it looks in a certain type of way. But some of that shit don't make sense for real. It really don't. You know, I bust down this stuff with sacred geometry a long time ago. I said, man, a lot of people that were part of the Givaldo Melchizedek camp, in reference to when they were studying sacred geometry, what they thought they were studying sacred geometry was a form of Rastafarianism. You say, really? Yeah. Givaldo Melchizedek was connected with a form of Rastafarianism. Now, he stole his teachings, his sacred geometry teachings from Rastafarianism. And you say, well, how the fuck did he Givaldo Melchizedek was still or borrow the technology from the Rastafari? What does that mean? Because this is in sacred geometry when it comes to Rastafari. I'm gonna bust this down. All right, we say this. All right, I did a little bit more share. See if I can get some more people in here, wake some people up. All right. So what happens is in the sacred geometry of the Rastafari, everything starts off from the dot. Of course, it starts off from the dot. It always starts off from the dot. All right. But what happens is when you array the smoke, wherever the cloud blows out, it creates the circle. And that became a psychometry type of way for the divinator to tap into the universe, the known universe. So they would array their universe in smoke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was confusing people. Givaldo Melchizedek, real talk, acting like he was the Melchizedek. Get the fuck out of here, bro. All right. But anyhow, the Rastafari would blow, and it would go an array of smoke, and that ray of smoke would create the circle. Now, what they would do, what they would do, what they would do is they would go to the edge of the circle, right, and then spark up again, and that would be the dot. That would be the dot, and then create another circle. All right, so that's why you notice in a sacred geometry, majestic. You hit me up. I'm live right now, girl. She hit me up. Hey, what's up, sis? I don't know if you're on this live right now. Yeah. So when they step to the edge of the circle or the edge of the smoke, they would basically spark up again and create another circle, and that's where you get these sacred circles from. Each circle going to the middle of the next circle, all right, or going to the edge of the next circle. That was the same thing in reference to the Rastafari sacred geometry and how the universe was literally made. All right, it was made basically be, from the breath, from the sacred breath. All right. So yeah, he ended up taking that information and making it into like almost like a religion in a sense. All right. And called it sacred geometry. But sacred geometry was always moving in the circle. Well, actually moving in the square, the triangle, and the circle. All right. And sometimes people don't know how to move through life like that. People don't know. They're like, how would I move through life like that? Well, the Codex actually it deciphers that information on how you move through the mainframe the through the square, the triangle, and the circle, which becomes your sacred geometry. Ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses. All right. But it's all significant with the Cyclops and what this has to do with everything. It's all significant with the Cyclops. The Cyclops is the one eye. You only given one 120. You want the 361 degrees. God is not giving you that. In a sense, you have to earn it. All right. You only been given 120. Genesis chapter 6. All right. You've been given 120. You thought it was 120 years? No, it was actually 120 degrees of vision, of clairvoyance. All right. And like I said, that's why that's why the Cyclops guards that part of the body. You have a question. I like that. Give me a question, family. All right. That's why the Cyclops guards that part of the body. I appreciate that. Somebody alive in here. Thank you for everybody that's commenting too, because I can't see who's in the chat. All right. I can't see who's in the chat. So when you make a comment or you put up something, it makes me know that you in here. People say, man, Lamel, I'm trying to make a comment. Sometimes you can't comment if you're not signed into YouTube. If you're not signed into YouTube, it's not going to allow you to make a comment. It will allow you to watch it, but you will not be able to make a comment if you're not signed into YouTube. So EPMF, you said when you send 100 W, you receive 100 watts. Or I don't know what you talking about. That's a whole nother. I don't know what you talking about. When you send 100 W, and I don't know what you talking about. Man. What we talking about here? You said in the super chat. I don't know. I don't know about the super chat. I don't got a money badge yet. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers. When I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm close to it. I'm very close to it. Trust that. But when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll get a money badge. Then you can send money through there. But right now, if anybody want to donate, I got a PayPal link in the description column. If you want to know that. The super chat is only available when you get over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. All right. I don't know if you're a YouTuber. I don't know what you do. But that's like an offbeat question, and hopefully I answered it. All right. So yeah, he said it's always a catch. Yeah, it's always a catch. I feel that one. Damn, what I wanted to say. Yeah, the Cyclops. That's important. That's important though. That's very important for people to pay attention to that. That was a network. It was a grid network within itself. The Cyclops. All right. There's a dot in there. It's a dot. Right? Any number with a dot, the number 15 has a dot. The number 14 has a dot. The number 30 has a dot. And the number 31 has 19 dots. All right? It has the number 31 has 19 dots. All right? So this is what I want to let y'all know. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff and just see where the numbers are going to take you. All right, because it's always gonna upgrade your mental technology. For what it's worth, like when I tell y'all we are the ancient artifacts that they're gonna uncover 2,000 years from now, this information is not it's for the now, but it's really not for the now, it's for the future. Just like if I told y'all, man, what's so deep about the Cyclops is just to fuck your head up. That the first thing, like when you looking at this, far as the robotics of it, you see that, and look at like the movies like the Terminator and stuff like that. The first thing that they create is the hand, is the human hand. You like, why the freak out everything would they create the human hand or the robotic hand before anything? Look at it. Look nowadays. Look at technology nowadays. Look at the prototypes. They always start with the human hand, the human arm, the human hand. Why they always start with the human hand? Okay, it's a reason for that. Why they start with the human hand? Because they're getting it from God. God started off with the hand. You think about it. It's called the Yetzbah or the Yod. when they say I think it's in Matthew 5:17. I don't know. I might be misquoted. 5:17, 5:16, something like that. It says one jot or one tittle should be not removed from the law. Should not be removed from the law. When they say a jot, that a jot is a yod. And that yod represented the 10 fingers, or it actually represented the hand. All right. Those were the hands that created everything. They said one jot, the hand shall not be removed from the law. All right. So that was in connection to all this. But they aim in order to upgrade the technology, they build and they start from the hand, the hand first, or the wrist. The wrist is one of the most important things because the wrist controls this. Have anybody ever had corporal tunnel or some shit like that? I forget what they call it. All right. It's basically when everything freezes up. Guess what happens? It's all part of the risk. It all deals with your risk. What you risk your risk, not just your wrist, but what you risk, as in the riskians. Because the riskians are the ones literally that guarded time, which y'all call the providers. They came in and out of time and space. Nobody knew when they was coming. All right. But at the same time, people, they blinded you in both eyes, not just one eye. They figured out the way to gouge out both your eyes. And this was through crucifixion. This was through a form of crucifixion in a certain type of way. It was a mental crucifixion. Because when y'all look at Christ being crucified, this is what I want to let y'all know. When y'all look at I want y'all to stop looking at these damn religious stories so religious. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem in all of this. It's the fact that when y'all look at these stories, y'all get too fucking religious. And then when y'all get anti-religious, y'all get so religious being anti-religious. So it's like, damn, man, yeah, the time is at hand. So it's just like, this is something I need people to peep game on. Man, what you think is primitive has always been wise. It always been wise in some sort of way because you always can extract the good from it. You always can extract what's great from it if you pay attention. If you really truly pay attention, you know what's up. So, like I said, I bust that down with the story yesterday, in reference to the Karate Kid when I was talking about the masters. I said, man, the masters always left us lessons, man. Only thing is, your ass was too smart, and you just thought you was ahead of the class, and you was never sticking around to get the lesson. And the way that the masters always taught us, they taught us in a Mr. Miyagi type of way. All right, where they would literally tell us to do chores or tell us to do this, and then your whiny ass being such a kid or so impatient with the masters, not thinking they try to teach you something, you drop out of the class and you don't get what the master truly intended to give you. All right. Real talk. So that comes with everything, with all the lessons that's been given to us, as far as in the Bible or even in these days and time, brothers that came, like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, like the most honorable Malcolm X, like a lot of other brothers that came, most honorable Huey P. Newton, brothers that came and actually did something that were actual masters in some sort of way. All right. Now you say, see, the problem is people don't respect masters. All right. You don't respect a master. I learned some shit by that. All right. You don't got to be the master of everything to be a master. You just master one little thing. All right. Now, it's some people that are master chefs at McDonald's or something like that. If I come into McDonald's, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. They tell me to do something. I'm going to look like I'm stupid, but I'm smart in I mastered a lot of other stuff. But they're going to bring me a 16, 17-year-old that then mastered everything in the McDonald's. Say, well, look, this is how the 16, 17-year-old want to say, well, this is how it goes. Respect the game. He's a master of it, or she's a master of it. Now, it's certain things that you are a master of. You got to just find that. You got to find what you are a master of. And that what you master, you innovate the craft in some sort of way. All right. So that's why I said you always got to respect the masters. All right. Yeah. That used to be me. I get that. No, look, listen. You got to respect the masters, man. The masters will trick the fuck out of you. That's why y'all students so arrogant, so arrogant. Y'all arrogant ass students, so arrogant. Always wanting to be in a rush to know something. Man, I think you should be in a rush to understand something. And then that means you have to go through a process of things to get that. You really have to go through a process to really truly get that. I think you should be in a rush to get understanding and go through the processes of doing it. All right. But as far as this, like people think you're gonna know the codex, man. If I ask y'all 1 through 31 right now, 1 through 31, um, you probably can remember it, but did you experience it? All right. I teach you these things through experience. I say God is experience every time. So I teach you through experience. So I share, I wouldn't say teach. Let me say this right. But I share stuff with you through experience. Look at this. Today is the 23rd circle. All right. Now we on the surgeon. We making surgery, right? We making surgery, right? But we inserting the Cyclops eye. All right. The surgery today is I'm inserting the Cyclops eye inside y'all. That's been literally taken away. All right. That's the ability to peer into the past, the present, and the future. All right. With a clairvoyant eye. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing surgery because 16 represents the surgeon. All right. Also, 16 is Jupiter. 16 represents Jupiter too. For real, for real. So this is all in connection, or the 16 squares of the Jupiter square, which adds up to 34. Okay? Hopefully y'all got that one. All right. But I'm doing surgery right now in the essence of this build, and I'm inserting another chip. I'm inserting another chip, which is the Cyclops chip. That's what I'm inserting because this is the chip they took out of you. Like all these chips, like this is another thing too. When you look at the Codex, all them things, all them joints in the body are all the chips that they either took out or replaced. These are all literal chips. Now I'm gonna tell you what a chip is. It's so deep what a chip is. I learned this shit. I learned this shit like a couple years ago, like 3 years ago. You know what a chip is? Sometimes a chip could be a callus. A chip can be a mole on your body. In most cases, a chip is really a callus. All right. You say, really? How is a chip a callus? All right, because let's say, like, let's say this, right? You gotta you walk in a certain amount of time, right? Let's say you walking on your feet for a certain amount of time. You build callus in your feet. All right. That experience alone represents the callus. So therefore it's a chip. It's like a chip that if somebody or a being was on a higher degree or a higher level, it's able to tune into that chip because it's a condensed part of your body. It's a condensed part of carbon in a certain sort of way. You said chip off the old block. It's a condensed form of carbon, and it can be detected. It can be detected. So that's what happens through experiences in life. Sometimes we got chips on our hands. Sometimes we got chips on our feet. You know what I mean? From college, from work, from doing a lot of work. But these actually form what you call biochips. They're biochips in your body, and they do something with who you are. All right. Now, it's been certain biochips or certain calluses that been removed. Certain calluses not doesn't mean far as your skin getting hard. Certain calluses deal with you becoming a diamond or you hardening yourself, you becoming hard as a rock, you becoming because you got to be like water, but you got to be formless as water, but you still got to be hard as a rock because water can cut through a rock. It's formless, but it's harder than a rock. You think, damn, the water is harder than the rock. It can actually cut through the rock. All right. So that's in a sense what you got to be. But these chips that are located in different various parts of our body, They come from calluses. They come from hardening, from situations that you go through in life in general that makes your character harder, or that makes you harder than what you thought it was, or than what you thought you was going to be. So you are always on your guard in a sense. We're always on your guard. All right. Shout out to everybody that's supporting. Yeah, you definitely always on your guard or always on your guard. All right. So the Cyclops. Thank you, Mr. Macy. I don't know if you in here. You just hit me up on a joint. I don't know if you in here, but I saw that you just inboxed me. It's all good. So we go to the 23, which is the Cyclops. Yo, man. Then, oh my God, tomorrow's gonna be crazy too. All these things, man, all this stuff is just a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. Sometimes I do my best. I'm trying to tell you, man. I do my best to give y'all what I can give y'all every day. Like, I'm backed up in fucking work. You want me to be real about it? I got the WordPress is backed up like freaking 7 days. I got man, this is even backed up. To be honest, with me keep on coming on late and stuff like that, I don't really intend to come on late, but I'm backed up, man. I'm backed up with so much shit. Like, you gotta think about it. Every day we upgrading the mainframe consciousness. It's important. Every day has become important. It's not like no day, like it's a fly by day now. That's what's so important with this stuff, or is with this Messiah Codex stuff that I want to let y'all know, man. Like every day is important. I want y'all to live it like your last. Trust me on that. When I tell y'all to do certain shit, especially with creating a trust and sending your DNA off to a destination that I'ma tell certain people, I mean that shit. Yo, don't you know they got a government shutdown over a fucking stupid ass wall? That's like the dumbest stuff ever. Over a fucking wall. This dude arguing, and we know it goes deeper than that. We know it goes deeper than that, but we like they got a fucking government shutdown over a freaking stinking ass wall. They're gonna put up a freaking 1,000-mile fucking wall, man. Literally. Like, are you fucking serious? So I said, man, y'all gotta see what the fuck's going on, man. People gotta pay attention. Right now is the time for us to build our team. Right now is the time to build the squad up. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Now it's time to build the squad up. Now it's time to build your team up, to build your family. It's time to build something and get something together, man. Trust me on that. You said because he invests in all the money in NASA and space. Yo, man, niggas is crazy. Don't let me go there with NASA. Because if I go there with NASA, it might really go bananas. That's because I go there with NASA, you think about how um these niggas haven't even discovered the Earth yet. How the fuck could y'all go out to planets and y'all niggas haven't even discovered the whole planet? Y'all niggas having mystery. Y'all niggas still arguing whether the Earth is flat or not, or flat or round. That gotta be ridiculous right there. That'll just let you know, like, what the fuck is going on, man? There's something going on. You know what I'm saying? They got all that money. They investing all this money to leave the fucking planet instead of investing money into repairing this planet. These niggas is trying to leave this planet. They know this shit going to hell. Like literally. Like this planet right here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be in the matrix. Yeah, this planet right here. This planet right here. They like, yo, man, in a certain type of way, it's going to hell. So they up there packing their bags, trying to leave. Like, oh my God. Yes, that's what they doing. They don't even have the ocean charted. That should blow your mind right there. You say they don't even got the goddamn ocean charted. Like you don't even know what is the bottom of the ocean. Some parts of the ocean, you don't even know the bottom of the ocean. So why the fuck would you want to go in outer space and try to find a bottomless ocean? Why would you invest all this money literally in an outer space, where it's a real bottomless ocean? You feel me? We say we will survive, we will never die. I know that. I know I ain't dying. I know death is forgetfulness. Death is forgetfulness in a certain type of way. I wouldn't even know this information if I died before. Like the information that I'm giving y'all and I share with y'all in a certain sort of way, I wouldn't even know this information if I died. All right. Death is a form of forgetfulness. When you forget your ancestors, when you forget where you came from, when you forget who you are and what you need to be in existence, that is a form of death. Trust me on that. That is a form of death. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, the Cyclops is important. Every piece of this joint is important. Every piece is important. When you look at all those body parts, though I told you, I said, man, we are all those body parts. We literally forming like Voltron in some sort of way. We like forming like Voltron in some sort of way, but it goes deeper than that because affectionately, everybody is connected with those body parts. That's connected with this. Everybody. So if one of y'all hurt, I'm hurting right now. Everybody that's a part of the grid network. If you hurting, we hurting. That part of our body is hurting. All right. So we definitely need to repair and we need to prepare for certain things, man. Especially when it comes to this jihad that's going on, this spiritual war that's taking place. We need to actually put things in place where we would have our safeguards, putting on the whole armor of God. The whole armor of God. Everything that I give you, it literally has a piece to protect yourself too. It's really a device or a technique so you can protect yourself. All right, real talk. Shout out to Miss Carla. What's up, Callie in the building? All right. Um. So the Cyclops deals with time. When they crucified that man, it wasn't the fact that they crucified that man at all. It was the fact that they just crucified time in general. They took us out of time. They took us out of seeing what time is, what time was, or how to assimilate time in reality. All right. And then we had to put it together ourselves. We literally had to put all the pieces together. That's why Osiris was literally broken up to 14 pieces because that's the alpha and the dormanted, the animated and the dormanted, the A and the D, Anno Domini. Everything that falls between the 1 and the 4 and the 14 is as synonymous as the 31 and the 13 because 196 is 14 square, 169 is 13 square, and 961 is 31 square. So they all connected within the square, unlike any other number throughout the frequency of 1 through 31. 13, 14, and 31 are in the square together, and they always been synonymous throughout the ages. They always shared that with y'all. All right, whether it became the 42 generations or what y'all call Christ, which is 3 times 14. All right, just different things, man. How this connected up, it always connected up in so many ways. All right, so that's what I need y'all to know, and then hopefully y'all get that. And we just need to upgrade our technology, man. We really truly need to upgrade our technology in so many ways. All right, I would suggest just learn that alphabet. Learn the alphabet of the Codex. All right, learn the alphabet of the Codex. Now you say, Lamel, this is something new. I'm not used to. Look, you can write me a letter in the damn thing. I'll be your pen pal. You don't have a pen pal, and you feel as though like, damn, it's hard for me to do. I'll be your pen pal until a lot of us can be your pen pal. All right. So that's just please, man. If anything that I can tell you to do is start to write that stuff down. Start to write it down and assimilate it. That's the first thing. And just know the program. Know the program. Assimilate it any way you can. in your life to make it what you need to make it. All right. Um, what else I want to say before I get off here? Man, I might come back on here to be honest. I might um I might come back on here because I'm gonna reboot this system. I'm gonna reboot my system and I'm gonna try to do the presentation that I wanted to do on the Cyclops because I know it was going to be so fly. All right. Thank you, Miss Carla. What's up? Thank you for the family being close. Shout out to the Dracula squad. Shout out to the Purple Heart squad. All right. Shout out to the Suicide Squad also. We definitely got a family that we building. All right. So yeah, if you don't know what the Dracula Squad is about, I'm gonna tell y'all. The Dracula Squad is actually a squad that we just created. It's an offshoot of the Purple Heart Squad. Most of everybody that's a part of the Dragon Squad or the Dracula Squad has been a part of the Purple Heart Squad. The Purple Heart Squad was a way to cleanse yourself and to get to the Dracula Squad. Now you'll say, well, what goes on in the Dracula Squad, Lamel? I'm a part of the Purple Heart Squad. I want in on the Dracula Squad. All right. Well, the Dracula Squad is something different. Um, Basically, I'm sharing secrets in there. I'm sharing a lot of secrets. Now, in the Purple Heart Squad, I share secrets also. We all share secrets in a certain type of way, but we share our feelings. We share feelings. We share different things that's going on. We don't sell shit in the Purple Heart Squad. Nobody share nothing. I don't sell nothing. We just share a bunch of good feelings. That's what that's about. It's about the cleansing of feelings and sharing your feelings in a good type of way and saying uplifting things and just showing love to each other and sharing love. That's what the Purple Heart Squad is about. All right. Now the Dracula Squad is all about the secret keepers. It's also about the people that stay up at night. You know, the protectors of the women, men, and children. These are the people that sleep to stay up late night with one eye open. They sleep with one eye open, literally. All right. So we formed a squad that's associated with those type of people. So I won't bother people when I go live 3 o'clock in the morning. When I go live 2 o'clock in the morning, I won't bother nobody like that by sending them inboxes. I just shoot an inbox to the Dracula Squad because I know these people are up. All right. I know they up on a late night. And another thing with the Dracula Squad, like I said, I share secrets in there, man. I share some secrets that I hope y'all y'all just don't go in that this ain't like the Purple Heart Squad, man. People in the Dracula Squad, I don't like we share different shit, but that shit is basically for the secrets, man. Just want to let y'all know for the people that's in it already, that shit is for the secrets. All right, that shit ain't no game. It ain't no game community. That is not a game community. That is a community for the secrets that are best kept sacred. All right, and you can go share them if you want, but I already put something, a device on all the secrets that I share with y'all. I'm just letting y'all know, man. I already put a device on every secret that I share with y'all. Y'all not supposed to share that with nobody. All right. Real talk. Y'all in training right now for what I'm sharing with y'all in there, the secrets. So I would suggest that y'all just keep it sacred and actually just do what y'all do with the information. All right. Thank you. Mouth shut. I like that, Miss Shanita. I'm seeing if y'all can hold water, man. See if y'all can hold water. Trust me, man. I'm giving y'all some stuff. Like I gave y'all some stuff in there for the people that know. That's in the Dracula Squad. I gave y'all some real good secrets, some real good secrets. So far, I gave y'all some real good stuff. And it's more to come. It's more to come. I got so many secrets to give y'all. But I gotta give it to somebody. I can't hold it. I can't hold it in a certain type of way. I have to give it to somebody so they can do something with it. That doesn't mean you go and blab and tell everybody what I told you. It's just sacred. All right? It's sacred. to see if y'all can know how to hold water in a certain type of way. For real. But it's definitely magic in many things that we doing. There's so much magic in it. All right? Definitely so much magic. It's up to you to tap into the magic of it. You know, it's all about operating from the dot. That's one thing about the Codex, which y'all need to know. The Codex is about operating from the dot. If you operating from your center, it doesn't matter where you at in the universe, you can still find yourself. That's what this is all about. You say, really? Yeah, you can literally still find yourself because you are operating from the dot. You are operating from the dot, from your center. All right. So that's why you know that each joint in the codex is literally a station that has a dot in it. It represents a station. It represents a network that you tuned into. All right. So that's all. That's all. I'm gonna come back on here. I'm definitely gonna come back. I'm gonna try to put together um this joint, and I'm gonna do this for the Dracula squad, for everybody that's up on a late night or whatnot. It'll probably take me about 20-30 minutes to put it together. But I'm gonna put together a little informative, more informative build. I'm gonna put it together, and I'm gonna still go hard on the Cyclops. Oh, I had so much stuff. I be having juices, man. For y'all that been checking these builds that I've been having, I know y'all see the potential in it. Y'all like Lamel is Gary. He's gonna have funnies in here. He's gonna have commercials. He's gonna have all types of stuff in here to keep us glued in our seats. All right. I'm working on it. This work with me, man. Just work with me. Work with your boy, man. I'm doing my best to put this together. It's not easy. It's really not easy. Juggling life, juggling children, studying, just studying, man, and praying. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. For real, for real. I'm actually gonna do a prayer service. That's what I really wanted to do. So if y'all really want to join me for prayer, I'm gonna have a prayer service. Let me hook this up. I'm gonna hook, but it's a special way I want to hook it up, so y'all can be in meditation. All right, I'm gonna have like the own sound playing in the background, and we'll just do different things. All right, that's what I'm gonna do in a couple minutes, like probably 20-30 minutes. It's gonna take me about that time, so I can kind of like get this together a little bit. All right. So otherwise than that, I love y'all, man. Shout out to Miss Shanita, Miss Carla, all the participants, Miss Fear, everybody that participated. Miss Lachey, I love you, Miss Lachey. Shout out to everybody that participated in this build. Actually, through Brother O'Mail, thank you for taking on that title, Brother O'Mail. I needed a old blood type to take on that. So I appreciate you, man. Shout out to EU. Um, what's shout out to shout into you? What is EU? My fault. If I'm just dumb, I'm dumb. Oh, oh, my fault. All right, you got it. You got it. Thank you, Miss Anita. I love you, man. You a real person. I love fucking real people. I don't like fake people, man. I really don't. I don't like fake people that's really into this and not into this for the gain greatness, man. Love you too. I love you, man. Shout out to Centauria Moon Goddess. Shout out to Sherelle. That's my baby. Um, Shout out to Miss 219 Solar Prime Supreme. That's my baby. Miss Angela, her ass is crazy. Yeah, white girl going wild. I love her ass though, man. She's really good people's, man. Shout out to Miss Sakem Tat. Shout out to everybody that donates to me, man. That really helps me out with my technology, help me upgrade this stuff, man. I really appreciate the people that donate too, man. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you donate or you don't donate. Brother Shaq Foster, I love you, bro. Thank you, man. Miss Carla, I love you. Um, a lot of people, I love y'all, man. Love y'all so much. Um, y'all help me out in so many ways, whether it be with a couple of hours so I can do some stuff. Like I really want to get a microphone, so hopefully somebody will donate next couple of days so I can get me another microphone for this computer. And I also want to get a little upgrade Probably get a little bit more RAM. I think that's what I'm having a little problem with this laptop. I don't have enough RAM. So that's just what I would love to do. Hopefully I get a little something coming in, and I'll be able to juggle this and put it together. But I love y'all, man. I'm coming back. I'm going to do a prayer service. I'm doing a prayer service. If y'all really want prayer, I know y'all in a lot of tough situations. So I'm going to do a prayer service tonight. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about you, but I like to pray. I never got so big and boasty with my God knowledge that I forgot prayer. All right. So, if you want to tune in tonight, you can get some prayer for your situation, and hopefully you'll get a blessing. You'll get a blessing. I'm gonna ask God. I'm gonna ask the Most High God to bless you, man. You come through. When I go live in a couple of minutes, if you come through, I'm gonna ask the Most High, or I'm gonna ask the forces to come to y'all, man. You know, whether it's taken from my situation, you say, Lamel, you taking your own blessings, and I'll give some of my blessings to y'all. I got a lot of blessings. I get blessings every day, and they rain down on me all the time. So I'll be able to shed some of that rain to you, man. We cut from the same cloth. We connected to the same ground, and we connected to the same vine. All right, just letting y'all know. Thank you, Miss Fear. I'm gonna say a prayer for you. Hopefully you'll come back. I know it's late. I know people got shit to do in the morning, but man, you can turn on your phone and get this. You can turn on your phone and get something special that I'm gonna give you for real. You can turn on your phone, get something special, and it's going to be something. It's not going to be something that's. I'm not going to be loud or belligerent in the prayer. It's going to be meditation. So if y'all want to come back for, I don't really call prayer. I really call it meditation. If y'all really want to come back for that, I got some blessings for y'all, man. And I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray on y'all situation. Not gonna pray on y'all downfall. I'm gonna pray on y'all upliftment. All right. I'm gonna pray on that. All right, go ahead, wash the dishes, son. You gotta make me scream hallelujah. You offering to do the dishes. You offering to do the dishes. You gotta make me scream hallelujah in here. Where is the world going wrong? Um Look, I'm coming back for real. I'm not going to fade out on that. I'm really coming back. I'm really coming back on here, man. And I'm gonna say a prayer for those people that need prayer. Please, y'all can give a share. Y'all can give a share. Say Lamel coming back. He's going to do a prayer for the people that need it. Or when I go live, y'all can do the shares and say Lamel's live. He's giving out prayers. Y'all gonna love what I got. What I'm Gary do. Y'all really gonna love what I'm Gary do. For real. All right. So I love y'all. You already know what it's hitting for. 747 24/7 361 degrees, man. Stay close to the movement, man. Stay close to the situation, man. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. I don't know whatever you want to say it. You want me to say it like that? However you want me to say it. Either way, I want y'all to stay with the family, man. I love y'all, man.